Hello my sweeties and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Celise and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we will be talking about Renfield. Let's get into the video. So, Cornelius, why are you back so soon?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hot tea. What happened?
I went to an amusement park and there was a lot of head-adjacent people's discrimination going on. None of the rides would accommodate my height.
Okay, that's very sad. I'm sorry. What ride did you want to go on?
The Cyclone.
And they didn't let you go on there?
No.
Cornelius looks so sad. Let's leave him some love in the comments.
I mean, granted, you can't really see how sad I look.
I can just feel it. It's just the vibe. It's in the air.
I appreciate you really being nice about that.
You're welcome.
But now I get to be back in the video and unfortunately had to sit and watch Renfield with you.
Yes! Today we're talking about Renfield. A film I was very, very excited about. One of my most anticipated films of the year. And I have to say, I am just like I'm a little bit sad about it.
I don't even remember what this movie was about, to be completely honest.
Well, you know what? We're gonna refresh everyone's memory. Renfield was directed by Chris McKay, somebody I am unfamiliar with. This film follows Renfield, the tortured aide to his narcissistic boss, Dracula, who is forced to procure his master's prey and do his every bidding. However, after centuries of servitude, he's ready to see if there's a life outside the shadow of the Prince of Darkness. I have a lot of thoughts, and unfortunately, the thoughts are not good.
Before we continue, do you know the tagline to this movie?
No.
It's so bad.
What is it?
Guess. What do you think it is?
They need to break up.
What?
They need to break up? He's breaking up with him? He's just not that into you?
No, it's... And I shit you not. This is really the tagline.
Share with the class, Cornelius.
Sucks to be him.
What is this, Twilight era? Are we in 2008?
No, but it feels like this is when this movie was meant to come out.
This is crazy. Okay, we have to talk about this. I'm very sad. I'm seeing so many people that I'm friends with being like, oh my god, I love this movie. It's so much fun. Oh my god, first movie I loved this year. Like, saying all these really cool things. I was very excited. I did a trailer reaction. Y'all know I was excited. What happened?
They used the script from the original draft, which was written in 2014. That's why this seems like it should be in the Warm Bodies cinematic universe.
Quite literally. Honestly, if that's the case, they probably wanted Nicholas Hoult because of Warm Bodies. Okay, so before we get into everything we disliked about Renfield, let's quickly talk about the actors and the acting here. I do want to point out, everything I disliked about Renfield has actually nothing to do with any of the actors. I am a big Nicholas Hoult fan. I think he's great. I don't think he's always necessarily really funny. I think he's better at doing more dramatic roles, but I really like him. And of course, Nicolas Cage is here to serve and slay, and that he did. And we thank him for that. He was serving. See you next Tuesday. I can't say it.
What are you, in 5th grade?
I'm not saying that. And also, you can't say that on YouTube.
Really?
I'm pretty sure you cannot say that on YouTube.
I saw a Young Thug video with titties in it. But you can't say the C word?
You can't say a lot of things on here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was my thought. Continue.
I will say, though, outside of all of the actors here, I do have an issue with Awkwafina. I do. She's just not for me. I'm sorry to the Awkwafina fans. I just don't think she's, like, good in this. I also didn't get any type of chemistry, like real chemistry between her and Nicholas Hoult. I didn't feel any romantic chemistry. So that kind of sucks, especially because they are supposed to be being like drawn to each other and having a little romantic situation. But you know what? It just wasn't there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and just like this movie, its cast feels extremely 2014. Listen, I used to love Awkwafina's music. I thought she was great. I thought she was really funny in 2013 when this movie would have been relevant and, you know, when she was relevant. But it just didn't sell. Nicholas Hoult, another great example. I did not think he was that funny in this. I don't think he sold it. Nicolas Cage, spot on. Awesome.
I think that Nicholas Hoult did a good job playing Renfield. I just don't think that he's funny. I will say, though, that I do think that the script is what makes it worse, because I feel like Nicholas Hoult has had many years to become a better actor, and he shows that he's a great actor in The Menu and other things. So I think the script, a lot of like the comedy, a lot of the like weird things, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with this movie for me was that all of the jokes felt like they would have only been relevant when Grumpy Cat was still funny. Even like the story itself, every beat felt so dated.
It did feel very dated, unfortunately, and I actually really didn't like any of the fighting sequences. I just thought, like, when they kept doing like the slow-mo thing, I thought it was kind of corny. But that's also just like not for me. And I just like don't find that funny. They also did the thing where, and this is also very dated, where there's a fight scene and then there's like classical music playing and everybody thinks that that's like so funny. Nobody thinks that's funny anymore.
Super MCU coded.
Very MCU coded, I fear. I also feel like there was not a lot of gore. And I could do without gore. I'm not like one of those people that like I need gore. But I mean, you have Nicolas Cage as Dracula serving. Like, give me more than that. I don't know.
I will say there was a reprehensible amount of CGI blood in this movie.
That as well. I really hate that. I don't like CGI blood, like, in any scenario. I think it always looks bad. Didn't this film have a crazy budget? Where did all the money go?
Don't ask me. I mean, you would think in the 10 years it took for them to make this movie, they would have at least found, like, a couple of gallons of fake blood.
Yes. Also, I will say that the idea for the movie, it's cute. It's cool. But it definitely... And we keep saying the same thing. It definitely does feel like an idea from many years ago, from 2014. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It was really cool to see Jenna Cannell in this, though. Big fan since Terrifier, so that was cool. I don't really have too many thoughts. Unfortunately, I wanted this to just be a lot more fun than what it was, and it just, like, was not.
Yeah, I think the concept was strong. I'll give them that.
It was a strong concept, yes.
Do you know, actually, this movie was supposed to be part of a cinematic universe that was started and ended 3 times?
Oh. That's wild. We need to talk about that.
Hold on, let me pull that up real quick. So, this movie was first conceived in 2014 because Universal Pictures wanted to do like, everybody was trying to do the MCU at that point. They were trying to do like an MCU, but for old Universal horror monster movies, and they did this one called Dracula Untold, and
Oh, yeah.
if you don't remember that, it's because it sucked, and nobody saw it.
Wasn't that with Luke Evans?
It could have been with Shania Twain, for all I know.
It was very of the time. I remember the poster for that one.
Yeah, I don't even remember that being a movie, but it was Dracula Untold, and then it was supposed to be The Mummy as the second movie in the series, but because Dracula Untold did so bad, they had to like recut The Mummy so that it wasn't part of the universe anymore, and they used that to start the universe off. But that movie flopped, so they canned the universe again, and then because of Lee Winnell's The Invisible Man, which was a phenomenal movie, actually.
Phenomenal. One of my favorite movies of that year, actually.
And great head-adjacent people's representation, or at least...
Yes. You know what? You must have felt so seen.
I did feel seen. I did. Unfortunately, you cannot see the person that made me feel seen, but you know what? It's semantics. At this point, I'm taking what I can get.
What a great film.
Great movie. But after Lee Winnell's The Invisible Man, they decided to restart the universe, and apparently this was going to be the next movie in the universe. I don't even know if that happened. All I know is it was in development hell for so long that McKay decided to use Robert Kirkman of The Walking Dead, decided to use his original pitch for this movie and the original screenplay by Ryan Ridley, which, as I said, was made in 2014.
That sounds like a hot mess.
And it shows in this movie.
It shows, yes, it shows. I will say that I did really like that they had Nicolas Cage redo the scenes from the original Dracula. That was really cool. I was very, very excited to hear Nicolas Cage say, "I don't drink wine." I love that line. It's one of the best lines in horror cinema. It's so clever. I love it. And every time somebody delivers it, they serve. They slay.
Nicolas Cage crushed it, too. Honestly, I would say if you're going to watch this movie, just stop after that part. Don't watch any of the rest of the movie.
That part's at the beginning.
Yeah, no, the first 5 minutes is the best the movie gets.
Oh, another thing I really didn't like about this film, and this doesn't usually bother me too much, but for some reason I just didn't like it here. I didn't really like the voiceover situation. There were times where there was voiceover while Nicholas Hoult was on screen, and that was like very confusing for me. I didn't really like that. There was one point where it was voiceover, and I think he was in the middle of a fight, and I was kind of confused, and I was like, wait, is he talking right now? And then it was like, oh no, he's not. He is doing his voiceover. I don't know, there's just unfortunately a lot here that doesn't feel inspired. That's the main issue for me. How can you get Nicolas Cage to be Dracula, to serve camp, and your film is not camp? I'm gagged. Gagged. In a bad way.
So, I don't really have anything else to say about this goddamn movie. How'd you feel?
I don't think I have anything else to say. I feel sad. I know lots of people did say they liked it. It's not for me. I don't know. It's not for me. I don't think it's gonna be for me. I just don't really like movies like this. What am I going to give Renfield? I think I am going to be giving Renfield. Wow. Yeah. I think I am going to be giving Renfield 2.5 levs out of 5. And that is mostly for the fact that I love Nicolas Cage. I love Nicolas Cage so much. He does a great job. But you know what? If you want to see Nicolas Cage play a vampire and it be camp, just go watch Vampire's Kiss and not this.
Yeah. I'm going to have to give Renfield half a lev.
Whoa.
Half a lev. I felt like this movie was 14 hours long. It's only 93 minutes long. it just, everything about it was so annoying. I mean, mid-2000s level jokes. They made a ska joke.
What about the Tumblr joke? The,
Tumblr?
Oh, thanks, I got it from a Wiccan Tumblr.
So
Corny.
2014. The color grading, there was a Target commercial ass Lizzo montage.
That was quite strange.
Look, this movie was so dated, it is almost retro.
I love that. I want that on a t-shirt.
So I'm standing firm in my half alev for Renfield.
I support that. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps me a lot. And be sure to click that little notification bell to be up to date every single time I upload. And let me know in the comments, were you a fan of Renfield? Are we just not understanding this? Because I'm feeling like it's pretty dated. I'd love to talk about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.